Okay, I'm making another beef and bean burrito recipe. This is about 1/4 of a pound of frozen hamburger that I'm going to cook and get it to thaw. You see, it's in water. That is a really good way to do hamburger when you're going to have ground, burger in a recipe, because it keeps it super moist and doesn't get those crunchy, stupid edges. Last time I used my own homemade refried beans. These I'm going to be using the Rosarita organic refried beans and the Rotel tomatoes with green chilies. Those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, you know I love chopped onions, so we got our chopped onion ready to go. So here's our ground beef. It's almost completely thawed except for that one little piece there. You can see, it cooks up and it's very, very moist. The nice thing is when I drain this off, it's going to take a lot of the grease with it. So you definitely have a less greasy meal when you cook your hamburger in hot water, in water, when you're making it ground for a recipe. Just cook it in hot water, even if it's not frozen. Cook it in hot water, or cook it in water, and then you can drain it off and you drain all that grease. So I started with 85% lean ground beef. By the time I drain all the grease off of here, I probably have 99% lean beef. Here's my hamburger all drained off, and you can see how lean that is. Okay, I've mixed in my can of refried beans, and there is plenty of meat. This is only 1/4 pound of meat. My husband and I don't like it meated to death. So anyway, there's that. I didn't add all the onions, but I added most of them. I added about 3/4 of a can of the Rotel tomatoes and chili. That's what we look like here. And when you're making my recipes, you can either add or omit anything you want to. Like if you don't add onions, you can omit those. Hey, also now I have chopped lettuce and chopped tomatoes. So back in the day, they used to make burritos deluxe, and they always had cheese, lettuce, tomato on top. Restaurants don't do that anymore, mostly because they're trying to be cheap and save money, but maybe because people don't eat it. But still, I like some color on my food, and I like the flavor of the veggies. I use 0 net carb flour tortillas. I am heating it on about 25 seconds in the microwave. Put a little cheese on your tortilla shell. Put your bean on top of that. Roll it like so. I'm going to top these with paste pecani sauce. Last time I did green chili. We're doing paste tonight. Smother it with paste. Cheese on top of that. It's going to go in the microwave for 1 minute. Cheese is melted. Lettuce and tomato on top. See how pretty that looks? There we are, a deluxe beef and bean burrito. Has a little avocado next to it with some sour cream. Bon appetit!